Vogel for Dish Magazine here in Nashville, Tennessee for the 2007 Nashville Star Tour Rehearsals. I'm here with Angela Hacker, Zac Hacker, David St. Romain, and Joshua Stevens. We're here to speak about their upcoming tour, which is going to include 35 cities and probably one near you. We're going to speak with the new Nashville Stars about how the competition has changed their lives. Let's go have a talk.
Can make me do wrong, take me for granted, leaving love unshown. It rests willpower weak and temptation strong. So he created the promised land. He made the sun, the moon, the stars, and the heavens. He made woman and man.
I actually came to sing because of Angela was in a talent show, and I was going to Hatton in Lawrence County, Alabama, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna go try to do this. You know, it was kind of a whim, just going out, and I was 8 years old, and I did my first little talent show, and she was in that talent show also. So she kind of inspired me to do that.
Which is actually cool because later on, he inspired me to kind of get back into it a lot more heavy. I had not quit singing, but I was working a day job that I was working more than 50 hours a week sometimes, and wasn't really doing a whole lot of playing out, wasn't writing as much as I had been. So he kind of pulled me back into it because he got sick and needed some help with a gig. And that's kind of how we started playing gigs together. And it just kind of became it where I went, they wanted to see him, and where he went, they wanted to see me. So it just kind of happened that way. You know, a lot of people have the misconception about shows like Nashville Star, and I think that the misconception is that we're karaoke singers, and that we just decided on a whim, hey, I think I'm gonna go be a singer, you know, and it's totally not a hobby. We grew up in a musical environment. Our father's a musician and was a songwriter, and played for years, and our sisters play and sing and write. So for us, it's just a way of life.
It's hard trying to make ends meet. My head above water, still on my feet. We're down the street, on so to speak. Never asking too much, am I wasting my time? Can I play it from the center? I can change your mind. All I really want is a little bit when the rain comes down.
Actually, I was raised around my dad singing all the time to us in the car and in the house, and my grandmother would sing, so it was pretty fluent in my household. That's why music was, it was obvious to me at about 6 years old that singing was what I wanted to do. No question. From the beginning, I tried to not look at this show as strictly a competition, but yet an avenue to meet friends, make friends that are peers, that are also trying to do the same thing I do. So singing next to a competitor, they're not competitors anymore. The show's been over since March 1st. Actually, it was over a week before that, the competition part. And I really never looked at Angela as a competitor because I felt like Angela was going to win the show from day one. So I just wanted to get as far on the competition as I could get so I could milk it as long as I could. But, yeah, I mean, the truth is they're all extremely talented. So that just makes me bring my game more.
Can't buy beer, But you can pay the price that freedom cost, and we'll stand in on Veterans Day. Take off our hats, shake the hand of a hero who can't buy a beer.
I started singing to get girls, you know? I mean, that's why most of us do, I think. I was a saxophone major and played that for years, played that my whole life, and you just, when you play saxophone, you always have something that, you're always hiding behind something, and when I start singing, you really expose yourself, and it's just a better feeling and more gratifying when you're doing music and you're not hiding behind anything. So just started singing and writing songs, and been doing it ever since. Yeah, when we were on the show, it was a competition, and we all were friends, but we knew it was going to be a competitive atmosphere. But I think it's going to be a little bit more relaxed on the tour. But we're all performers, so we have a little bit of that in us still, and we all are going to try to outdo everyone else. But that's just going to make the tour better ultimately in the end. And I think it'll take a couple weeks to get warmed up, and then I think we'll really be rocking. Yeah, it was being on Nashville Star was pretty scary at the beginning and all the way through, but we all got warmed up. But the scary thing is, I think they said 9 million people watched it every week, including the reruns and everything. So that was the scary thing, just looking into the camera, knowing that all those people are watching you. But it's nice. I mean, that's what it's all about. This is what I'm a published songwriter here in town, and I've been writing songs for about 7 years. Just trying to get somebody to record one of them, just one. And just signed a singles record deal with a record company called Robbins out of New York, and they just started a Nashville division, and so we're all excited about that. And first single come out in August.
I've been actually recorded last night, and we're putting a package of material together, and we're shopping next week.
My next step is probably take the CD that I just made and shop for deals. I mean, the thing of it is that we've been on television, but it's all about keeping the capitalizing on that momentum.
So far, I'm hearing that I'm going in the studio in October to cut my real album. The Nashville Star album, the one that came out April the 3rd this year, was mostly 6 songs were cover songs, and that I had sang on the show.
Please get me sitting in the front seat, looking at me, telling me you love me and you're happy with me, with me on the 4th of July. We sang close to the stereo.
We've had a great time this afternoon at the 2007 rehearsals for the Nashville Star Tour. We've had a wonderful time speaking with Angela, Zac, David, and Joshua and hearing what they had to say. I'm Trish Vogel. Don't forget to check out our website for more information and interviews at www.dishmag.com.
We sang close to the stereo, couldn't say no more about rock and roll. So we put on a little John Jones and just sang